Hello and greetings, my beautiful souls. I'm going to give you a general read for the masculine and the feminine energy. Again, the top line is the masculine and the bottom line is the feminine. And I'm actually going to start with the feminine energy right now. And with the feminine energy, I'm really seeing that the cards are jumping out and talking about a new beginning. A new beginning. But with this new beginning has come a great deal of hardship. And this isn't something that's just happened overnight, okay? This is something that you've been thinking about, overthinking about, and just like analyzing and over obsessed about, okay? This time is going to pass. So whatever the situation is that's going on with you that has been basically keeping you up at night, you've been trying to get away from it, trying to stop thinking. And I myself have been having a lot of insomnia. So for those of you out there that could be having like insomnia, overthinking, just, stressed out over a certain situation, that is going to come to an end, okay? And it's going to start a new chapter for you with that situation. I do see that some of the feminine energy is looking back a little too much. You're trying to move on from the situation, but you keep looking back. So it's that whole thing where you're trying to drive forward, but you can't drive forward if you're looking in the rear view mirror. Okay, so this is about, again, letting go of a situation or something that's going on in your life right now. It's time that you just let it go. Don't hold back. Don't hold any secrets. It's time to be your true self and be exactly who you know deep inside you're supposed to be. This is the new beginning, the new day, the new chapter, okay? I do see in the cards that you've been working hard for this, and it has called for you to have patience. And even though at times you feel you don't have the patience and you have been stressed out and, overthinking a lot of the situation, that now it's time for you just to see how far you've come. Look back and see just how far you come. And again, I do see that new beginning happening, the new chapter. So something is definitely coming to an end right now in the feminine energy. I also feel in the feminine energy that a lot of the feminine energy is really looking back. And when you're looking back at things that could have happened or things that would have happened. So again, lay to rest all that thinking and just go from this day forward, okay? Because you're entering into a new time. But this is a time where I've said the new chapter, the new beginning. This is the time of a fresh start. This is something that Spirit has guided you in, even though it hasn't been easy and it hasn't been, there's been a lot of obstacles. It's been a lot of pain and suffering. It has happened for a reason. So this is the chapter ending and the new beginning is starting. Okay, I'm seeing you coming into also kind of like a new partnership. It's taking on a new almost identity. This is you letting go of stuff that's happened in the past and things that you've been thinking, overthinking, and trying to hold on to, and realizing that you can't hold on to it anymore. So in the feminine energy, I do definitely see a release of things that have gone on in the past, things that you really have been diligently trying to, but then you just pick them back up. Okay, this is you finally letting it go, laying it down, and going into a new beginning, a new chapter of your life, okay? And with that, it's like a new partnership because you're taking on a new identity, but it's not really a new identity. It's the same person. You've just matured some, you've grown some. This is you having more of a spiritual insight, spiritual growth, and walking in your true self. So all of you out there that have been, really trying, it's time to be true to yourself and walk in your true self. Now I'm going to touch bases with the masculine. The masculine energy, I do see the masculine overwhelmed a lot right now with a lot of burden. Not so much burden as far as work. I see them overwhelmed with burden in their thoughts. So as the same as the feminine energy, there's a lot of thought going on. With this burden that the masculine energy is carrying, they're pushing forward, they're pushing through. They know they just got to get through this situation. They just got to push and push and push. And that's what the masculine has to do right now. So I urge all of you operating in the masculine energy just to keep pushing through this, because you're going to get through. Once you get through this, there will be a new journey for you. And this new journey may not feel easy at first, okay? Remember, the path that is easy is probably not the path you should be on, because a difficult path is going to teach us more and give us more insight and educate us and grow us more. So you're going to feel that, well, do I take this path which could have, be more of a struggle, or do I take this path which is the easy way? So I see the masculine energy taking the path that will have some struggle, but just be patient with that, because that struggle is part of you letting go of those heavy burdens that you've been carrying. I do see things once you've passed a certain point, past a certain timing, moving really quick. I also see communication opening up. Okay, so for the masculine that has been silent and kind of held everything in, now they're going to start speaking. They're going to start speaking their word. And again, this goes in line with the feminine energy showing the true self. The masculine energy also is the things that have been hiding and been held back or bottled in are going to be released. It's not going to be an explosion, but this is going to be a growth. This is going to be almost like a time, for release and for them to really speak their mind. So those operating in the masculine, it's time for you to speak your mind. You've come a long way. As the feminine energy, you've come a long way, and it's just amazing at how parallel both the masculine and the feminine are right now, as far as moving forward in their life. But with the masculine energy, I do see that it's taking a lot of hardship right now, because you do know that you have to make some type of a decision right now, and that decision is going to cause some pains in the heart, because you may have to let go of certain things, people, maybe relationships, things that are dear to you. You may have to let go of them and just walk away, because the situation hasn't been good and the situation hasn't been panning out the way you had expected it to be. So for the masculine energy, I do see you going from, we'll say, one situation to another situation, which could be anything. We're not going to pinpoint that it's just a relationship or just a job, but I do see you going from one place to another place to another place, and in each place, things are not working out. Things are not happening the way that you want them to work out. And that's where you're going to have to make that decision if you should stay or if you should go. So I do see the masculine moving forward, pushing through a lot of these difficulties, a lot of these obstacles. And once they do push through these obstacles and the burdens and the weight that they've been carrying on their shoulder, also the weight on their shoulder, the burdens they're carrying, also the keeping things locked inside. This is, keeping things locked inside, that you're not being able to verbalize things. But I see that once the situation breaks, everything snaps, right? And this is a good snap, not like a crazy snap, yelling and screaming. This is a snap where you're going to release a lot. There will be communication. There will be a lot of communication, and things are going to move really fast for you. In the feminine, I feel that some of the feminine are holding secrets. Those secrets need to be released. So you've been double-minded a lot lately, and it's time for you to put your mind in one direction, okay? It's not looking back at what you had in the past. It's not looking back, okay? Remember, whatever's in the past is in the past for a reason. So you need to move forward. So I see this as some type of harboring of secrets. But always remember that those secrets are going to come out in the end, okay? So it's up to you now to make the decision whether you're going to take that, release the double-mindedness, okay? You can't have a double mind right now. You need to release all the doubt and release all the fear, and you need to go straight forward with this situation that's happening. Also in the feminine, I do see you, dreams. Pay attention a lot to the dreams that are coming. Write the dreams down. The dreams do have a message, but it's not the message that's jumping out at you, okay? I myself have been having a lot of dreams, and those dreams are dealing with my own insecurities. So let's see. For those feminine that are in a relationship, I do see that relationship coming into a more communication, more openness, more truthfulness, and a better bond, okay? There's going to be a better bond in that relationship. So for those of you that are in a relationship, it's gonna strengthen. So you've been worried about it, you've had patience, and you've had some struggles, but there's something that's gonna shift, and you guys are gonna have more communication, you're gonna have more truth, and you're gonna be open and honest with each other, which is a great thing for any relationship. Going back to the masculine, there's a decision that really needs to be made, and with this decision, you're going to have to go deep within your heart to know what journey it is for you to take. With this decision, I feel that it may be making a final decision. Again, like in the feminine, a new chapter starting it. So that book or that chapter is about to close and you're going into a new life. Also know that you are being guided to make this decision. So the decision you make will either create more hardship for you or will set you free. For those of you that are in a situation right now, and it could be any type of situation, it could be home, work, relationship, you need to make that decision. You need to make the decision of where you want to go. And this could be picking up and moving into a new land, land that is, or a land or a place or a job, it's moving into a new place, but having a lot of doubt and fear over it. But things for both the masculine and the feminine are pretty much parallel right now, because I do see the feminine having some secrets that need to be set free, and that's the double-mindedness. But also in the masculine, I see that the masculine is about to walk away from a situation, and it's going to be painful. This is coming out of a comfort zone. This is coming out of something that you've been in for years, but also know that there's going to be a glorious time for you once you've let that go, okay? And the decisions that you have to make deep within your heart, and those are the ones that you need to seek, is what you feel deep down in your gut. No one can tell you, and no card reading can give you the direction that you need. Only you can. So this is time for the masculine to go deep within if you have that decision that you need to make. Don't have any regrets. Think it through and then take action. But don't look back. So right now I do see the masculine being more of a stronger energy right now, knowing what they have to do, just having a fear or a doubt or uncertainty, but they're going to get past it. But the feminine, I do see that you need to start operating more in your true self. You need to be who God intended you to be. And for those of you that are gifted, you need to start using those gifts, operating in those gifts, and start relying on your intuition. Okay, so that's about it for this week. I hope you guys all had a good long weekend. For those of you that celebrated and got the day off, I hope you enjoyed it and you're well rested. For the rest of you, I wish you blessings, love, and happiness this week, going into this week. And I'll be back here again on Sunday to give another reading on the masculine and feminine energy. So, guys, remember, always live your day with love, laughter, and harmony. Namaste.